Welcome to the Trophyz and Medals podcast, where we discuss sports, fashion, music, and entertainment. Where trophies are temporary and medals are forever. What side are you on?
Welcome to the Trophyz and Medals podcast. This is your host, Coach Not Smitty, a.k.a. Batman, a.k.a. Neckabelly. With our co-host today, we have Ebbtide King, Sean.
Was really good.
And we also have Tony Love, a.k.a. Baby Alonzo Mourning.
That's old.
So,
I forgot all about that.
Elbows flying everywhere.
I wish we had been. I wish we had. I never knew what the hell y'all talking about. How am I throwing those?
Man, we know very well.
The amount of screams.
I don't even.
We going flying all over the place. That's how we know.
I'm proud.
So
I got cracked ribs.
Yeah. So this title was actually created by Tony Love. So we're gonna have a breakdown as far as what is the definition of trophies and medals.
Sure thing, man.
So go ahead and bring that for us.
Well, back in the days of the flip phones, I don't know if they still have this little mechanism on there, but you used to be able to put your banner on there. Your little saying it and everything, make it your phone, or you put it in Anthony's phone or this person's phone. And so I used to have on there as mine as trophies and medals. And for me, what it meant was, it just referred to women in general. Every woman is, they can either be trophy or medal, depending on the dude, depending on the, most players, if they don't get that trophy, well, I'll get the next one. I'll get the next one. That's just like anybody in a professional league. You play for a trophy every year. You play for that trophy. You don't get it this year, I can get it the next year. Whereas the medal you train hard for 4 years. Maybe, depending on what sport you're in, every 2 years. But you're training hard for that. You putting in the time. You putting in the work. Because, that medal's worth it. And so you're going to put in the time and effort for that woman. For, that one time, that one event. It doesn't have to really just, be with women, about women, just whatever you're passionate about. What are you willing to, what effort are you willing to put in? Is it just a trophy to you, or is it a medal?
So that brings in a good point as far as, like you said, a trophy, you can just come by every year and get that run of the mill. But it kind of plays into the participation trophies.
Right.
As far as, I don't think I ever kept any of my trophies that I had over the years. But I'm pretty sure if I was, like you said, an Olympic athlete or got a medal of some sort, that's something that would be, still hanging up to this day. So, that's a good point as far as what you truly cherish.
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to be something that you can run across every day, or something you actually got to work hard for and get that elite competition?
Yeah, that's why track and field was always my favorite sport. There's definitely all of the hard work you got to put in that to just be named the fastest man in the world. That I thought that was the greatest title to have.
And I don't think that's even recognized as highly as it should be, because, like you said, it takes a lot of hard work. It's not just that actual event, it's what you do to get to that event. All the qualifying, the training, like sprinters go through a lot of hard work to get to that point.
And it's more so in America where it's not, held in high regards anymore. Still overseas, it's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's why all the track and field. Yeah, like you said, all the track and field major events are all overseas.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, we don't have them here. They can still compete overseas and get paid to run year round. But here, that just doesn't happen.
Yeah, King's ransom over there.
Yes.
Yeah. But this is basically what this podcast would be about, is be about appreciating the hard work, the longevity, the excellence as far as having a career instead of being a hot moment. So this is what we'll be hearing going forward, whether it's being in sports, whether it's being in music, entertainment, politics. We're going to get into everything on this. So without further ado, we're going to get this started and get it heated right quick. So let's get into Antonio Brown. So we have a resident Raider fan, Ty King. So how you feel about this whole I'm going to retire if I can't use my helmet thing?
This nigga here. He's killing me. I need him. I really want him to retire. I want him gone. I just don't need this energy. It's bad enough we got Gruden. We got rid of Khalil Mack for this. This is why I refuse to watch Hard Knocks.
Oh man, I'm so glad you didn't, bro. I'm so glad you did.
Well,
I'm a jump ship if I watch it. I'm a jump ship officially.
Do you think he's doing this because of Hard Knocks, or do you think he truly feel a need to use the old helmet?
It's just like this. Like Ryan Clark said about him, he clearly told management the moment you give him money, he's going to be a totally different person. He is so egotistically done now. Like, he just feel like he's entitled to everything. And I didn't want these problems on our team. He's really not rap tight. You see how he looks. See his hair. He has a blonde mustache. This dude ain't rap tight. He's a typical. He's on a whole nother level of any of our other true ignorant Florida cats. He on a whole nother wavelength of stupidity on being from Florida. I mean, frostbite on your feet because you ain't wearing the right shoes. Even though you've been in this thing 100 times, thousands of times probably, but now you wait till this season that you just get your new money and do this to your feet. Everything.
Yeah, that's one thing I didn't understand was the feet thing. So as an athlete, especially in football or basketball or even baseball, your feet is some of the most important parts of your body. Your feet and your hands, especially as a wide receiver. So all these drills we saw over the years of him, doing the ladders and the cones and stuff like that, having fast feet. Why wouldn't you take the correct, precautions going in negative 200 degrees or whatever it is when you get into those chambers?
Yeah, it's beyond. The levels of that is beyond like cold. And they make you wear special shoes. So I don't even know how to really even let him get in there without the right proper shoes. But he was in France when he was doing that. So he probably wasn't even understanding what they were saying and ignored them.
And the other thing, too, I just, for me, the root problem with him that I see is the total lack of self-awareness. That's what it all roots down to. Like, he don't think outside, like you say, egotistical, entitled. I don't think he thinks outside of himself or how this is going to look, or he even cares. It's just, everything the man does can be brought back down to that.
Right.
I mean, even with that, so even if you're trying to do the right thing, you're trying to get this special treatment and take your game to the next level, You need to have somebody in your corner that's like, yo, you're about to step in this chamber and it's a negative 200 degrees. You might want to put the right shoes on. Or you might have, like you said, if it's in France, you might want to have a translator. Like, it's little things like that.
But he's done it hundreds of times. He should already know the proper footwear to put on. None of them are no different than the next one. So this is not like his first time experiencing this. I know he's done this hundreds of times. That just shows how just careless-minded and, like you said, selfish he is. He's just flat out dumb. And I'm like,
it's also a matter of him. But this is also the same guy that's doing drills in church shoes and loafers. So
exactly, that's what I'm saying. He ain't rap tight. And I just hope he do us a favor and just retire. Like, how you gonna try to wear a freaking old helmet it's not sanctioned anymore in the league? You can't wear it. Nobody can wear the helmet. You have to wear the new helmet. They've changed. That helmet is discontinued now. How you gonna take a Steelers helmet and then try to get it repainted into a Raider helmet?
I don't think it's the style.
But
still,
he tried to get that same Steelers helmet repainted. No.
It's the pump system. It's no longer the pump system.
Right.
So that's what he was trying to use. Because right now they went to the 3D.
Right.
And where it's the perfect fit. Whereas I can put this on, pump it up, and it's going to fit to my liking. It's like, no, we ain't doing that no more.
Now, that's what I thought I read. He really tried to get that same helmet repainted.
Maybe.
Either way.
Yeah, either way.
Right, I know. Either way
doesn't make sense.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's just how dumb he is to even attempt to try to get the helmet repainted and still wear it when nobody else in the whole entire league has this helmet anymore. Nobody. But he wants to be the exceptions of the rule to be able to do this. And who are you to think you can get this? You ain't that. Dude, you at the end of the ropes of your career as is. And like I said, I was highly, highly disgusted that we brought him. As we keep talking about this, I'm about to pull the plug.
I like the shot Stephen A. Smith took at Mike Mayock about it. Like, so I mean, Raiders, they hired Mike Mayock. He's from media. I'm waiting to be the CEO of basketball operations myself. Yeah, I'm waiting for that.
Yeah, at first I was kind of hyped about having Mayock, but then I realized all he is going to be the fall guy. But because Gruden's still going to make the final call.
Right.
But it's like you still need somebody else. I mean, I know he didn't like Reggie McKenzie, the former GM, which I was glad. I ain't like him neither. I wanted him gone. But then I do like Mayock, but then I'm feeling like, no, shoot, they really just made him the fall guy. So I could see the writing on the wall of, like I said, this all other people that we added onto this team with character issues.
Oh, that rookie you got. Oh man, you don't need to watch all that. You don't need to watch it. You saw that man song?
No, I didn't watch it yet.
Just say it, because I'm not watching it, but you can go and say, what's wrong with this cat?
Oh, he ain't rap too tight.
Typical Raider.
Yeah, was that Jonathan Abram? That's his name? The safety?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, no. He's
out. Wait, that was our first round pick?
Yeah, first round pick. Yeah, because remember y'all had 3.
Right, I know. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Okay. Hey.
Rap too tight.
Oh, well, hey, 2 out of 3.
Because he was sitting up there. They were, they in shorts, and this dude is trying to take out his teammates. They had to sit up there. Hey man, calm yourself down, bro. He's like, I got 1 speed. No, Well, you got to dial that back. This is the NFL. And he going back and forth with Gruden.
That's not going to last long.
Oh, yeah.
And then they had a dinner, little team dinner and everything. And, he was sitting there talking to David Carr. He's like, yeah, man, thanks for spring for this, man. And then he started talking about David Carr contract in front of everybody. But you got $120 million.
Whoa.
Ooh, yeah, your kids ain't going to ever have to work again.
Wow.
Shut up.
All right, man, that's enough of this. That's gonna dead this. Oh, God, that's dead this.
One more thing. So, Tony Love brought it up. So, what do you think about Carr's future as a Raider?
I want him gone. He should have been gone do the track. If we got rid of Mack and Cooper, I wanted all three of them gone. If we were going to do this, blow it all the way up.
Well, unfortunately, that's the other thing. I think they got rid of a lot of those old linemen last year. That was.
They did. They got all of them in there. They had one down on the year before when they Willie beamed them. When they lit him up like a Christmas tree because he was around there. He was trying to go against he was going against the doggone Kaepernick thing and was trying to tell them we're not going to do this and we're not going to kneel anymore and all of that. So now they said okay. And that's how he got cracked bones in the back because they just started letting him get lit up like a piñata. So
you don't have that attitude in Oakland. Not in Oakland.
Exactly.
We're not going to protest. Really? In Oakland? We're not going to protest? Okay.
Right. So yes, I know they did try to, they redid the whole line. Like, so we do have a whole new line that's going on right now.
Yeah, because they brought in your boy Incognito.
Hey, man, I ain't want to talk about that. And we really want to have some kneeling in. If that you can't get no more controversial than him. He like to just drop M-bombs like it ain't no tomorrow and stuff. Really? In Oakland? All right, somebody gonna slap the shit out of him. But it'll be all right. He'll learn. But yeah, man, like I said, it's just getting bad. That's all I can tell you. This gotta go.
You feel better? You got it off your chest?
Yeah, man. I got free, man. I actually did watch. I did watch the preseason game. We got some nice talent going on in there. So I'm not going to lie. That's why I really hope for him to. I want Antonio to retire. Honestly, I want us to stick to our guns. We ain't got to pay him that contract and just let him go away. I know he not, but I mean, man, can I wish?
Yeah.
But what if he? But seriously, what if he gets on the field once he gets focused, get rid of this hard knock stuff? Once he get on the field, you can't deny that he's going to produce.
Who you talking to here? Who you know who you talking to? You know when I'm done with somebody, I'm done.
Regardless of being done or not, he's going to produce. Way better than Cooper.
Hopefully, give him the ball. Remember now, Cooper couldn't run a route to save his life for a minute, and all of a sudden go to the Cowboys, and he's running routes like he Jerry Rice.
Well, we already discussed what Cooper's issue was. It's a matter of motivation. Once he felt uncomfortable, he shut down. Plain and simple.
Yeah. That's true. This is true.
So we know that's the issue.
He got in Dallas with Jerry. Jerry made him comfortable as hell, man.
Jerry got them scribbles for him from Onyx, and he was good.
This is a good call. I don't know. I could just still see the Antonio and Carr situation exploding.
Well, here's the thing, and I like Ryan Clark's assessment of it. What after watching Hard Knocks and the little bit of practice you saw Antonio do, he said this is one or two things. David Carr and Antonio Brown, they're gonna have a phenomenal season, or the Raiders' defensive backs can't cover nobody.
I think it's the defensive backs.
Yeah, exactly. I'm about to say, man, I still ain't sold on my corners, dog. So I'm gonna put that spin up on the corners. Man, Patrick Mahomes gonna throw for 500 each time on us, man. So I'm already prepared for them 2 L's off the rip. So I already know we ain't beating KC not one time, so I'm already prepared for both of them losses.
Kansas City, let's mark L and keep that moving.
Just everybody just don't get hurt. That's all we try to do, to survive, not to get hurt in that game. But that's a loss. That's a loss. Both times. That's 2 losses, I guarantee. So, I mean, we might start the season off right because we're playing Denver, and Denver. I'm not scared of Denver, so I'm hoping we can at least start the season off with a W. Because Flacco don't scare me like that, so.
Nah.
All right, so let's move on from these Raiders before Rashawn have a stroke.
The drink in the background.
So this is a topic that we covered last episode as far as guaranteed contracts with the NFL players. I know we said last time as far as holding out, having a strike, having the right people hold out. I got some feedback on that. A lot of people agree, but how many players you really think is truly going to follow suit as far as being on the same page and holding out or going on strike?
I think it's going in the right direction. I think I'll be more open-minded to it now than in the past. I think guys are starting to they starting to see the bigger picture now. Mm-hmm. And then with Cousins being able to pull off to get the first one, so we just got to see now who will be the next one that tries to pull that off. But the thing is, they're going to have to do it in short-term contracts. They won't get the 5 years all guaranteed. That's not going to happen. But maybe 3 to 4 years, you should probably think about taking those.
But see, that's the problem. That's the problem. When you are, what is it, like the top, well, say first-round draft pick. First-round draft pick. If you're a first-round draft pick, you get that 5 years. So say like top 10. Yeah. Let's go top 10. I can't remember all the breakdown, but top 10, right, you get 5 years. So, for example, with these running backs, Saquon Barkley, Ezekiel Elliott, even though running backs are not held to a high caliber as they was in the past, you pretty much got them on a rookie scale for 5 years. So, as a team, it makes sense. So, you know what? I'm going to ride this out. Run him in the dirt for 5 years and let him go. But as a player, like Elliott did this summer, you're gonna say, you know what? I did 2 years, 3 years. I'm gonna hold out because I need to renegotiate my contract and get my pay, because you're not gonna run me in the dirt and DeMarco Murray me for 5 years and then just send me off somewhere and wipe your hands with me. So,
true. I thought I was actually. At first, I was kind of like, I thought he was bugging out already, trying to, hold out with the 2 years left. Because normally everybody does it with the 1 year left. But then once I found out, like, the dude still leads the league in carries, and he still makes 6 games.
Yep.
That's
crazy.
That's crazy. He's had over 1,000 touches. And it's like, and I'm like, you still missed 6 games and had that? I'm like, all right, I can't knock him, even though I'm like this. He's a talent there, yeah, but the decision-making skills is horrible.
Oh, no, yeah.
So it's like a hit and miss to take that gamble with him, because you just don't know if he's going to keep doing stupid stuff. But like I said, the talent is completely there.
Well, are you aware that the new investigation they're doing on him?
Yeah, but that car accident?
Yeah, that car accident, yeah.
Yeah. And the guy trying to they're trying to shut it down, but now he's getting it reopened because the Frisco police and the Dallas Cowboys had covered up a lot of the that was going on in that. So the guy's trying to sue for like $100 million.
Yeah.
Good old Frisco police. I know them well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. but see, that lets you know how crazy and real that is. Because remember when Terrence Newman ran there wrecked his Lambo out there, and he tried to leave his stuff, but they left him high and dry.
Well, that's he was later in his year, so he wasn't that important.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what that's once again the favoritism of like your value of how you are to a team and how this is not surprising about them trying to cover up once again another dumb thing Ezekiel has done. He's done something dumb every year that he's been here. So I don't know, like sometimes is it really worth the headache or not? Because sometimes, like for him, you could trade him and get a ransom and help your team out in the bigger picture, and you'll save more money. And with the offensive line they have, you can legitimately put anybody back there to do their thing. Because even like I watched some of the games.
Nah, I don't know about all that.
I'm not gonna take anybody, but you can still get a decent solid. Like they could have, like they missed on opportunity. Right. Well, they could have got, like what the Texans did and got Duke Johnson. Cowboys could have made that move and got him. And Duke Johnson probably would have been just as effective. I mean, but not like super, super effective as Ezekiel. Not going to sit here and say that, but he still would be effective enough.
I'm going to tell you why I don't agree. So you might be able to put somebody back there and be effective and get yards, but they're not going to affect the defense like a top-notch running back. So, for example, for Dak is getting 8-man fronts all day. So that means he's getting one-on-one on the outsides. So that's easy reads. If you put Duke Johnson back there, ain't nobody stacking the box with eight people.
This is true.
So with that being done, that's going to ruin – it's not going to – like Duke might still get his yards. He might still get 1,200 yards, but it's going to affect as far as Dak getting his one-on-one coverage, getting Amari down the field, getting Witten down the field. Well, they cut him out. Who's the other receiver? Do they still got?
They got Randall Cobb and Witten.
Yeah, Witten Cobb. I like Cobb.
Yeah. Right.
So you have limited one-on-one coverage on the outside. So it's going to wreck the whole dynamic of their offense. Even though Duke still might get 1,000, but it's not being the bigger benefit as far as having an elite running back there.
And Zeke his style is, he's a ping pong running back. He can get in there, hit them holes, and bounce off. In the middle, better than anybody in the country.
Right.
In the league. So, but that's what makes him effective.
Right. Oh yeah. Like I said, I'm not questioning the talent and everything. I'm just looking at the headache part. Plus, I think Jerry and them went too soon and paid that defensive lineman too much off the rip also. And they shouldn't even. Right. You should have took care of, Ezekiel and Dak first.
Well, I think that was a matter of them trying to create an identity, and I think initially they wanted to have, and this was, they wanted to have a defensive identity, but now between injuries on the defensive side, because what's the linebacker name? Lee, he got hurt again.
Well, they don't need Lee no more now because they got Smith and then Van Lee. Yeah. Van Lee. So you got those two guys now. So like the middle of your linebacking core is on point. Like those two cats is ridiculous. I just feel like they rushed the gun too quickly to pay somebody when you're gonna have to pay. Like I said, Dak and Ezekiel. You should have took care of them first.
That's what I'm about to say. You got to make a decision on one side or the other. You can't have a dominant defense and a dominant offense. You got to have one of the other. There's no way with the cap. There's no way with the cap that you can do one or the other, especially with the way the quarterbacks are getting paid. You got to have one or the other. So, like you said, if you got these linebackers and defensive linemen, okay, I'll pay them, but I might pay Ezekiel and fill in at quarterback or one or the other. You can't have a trio on offense and a dominant trio on defense too.
Right, because you still got to worry about paying Cooper also.
Now, me personally, I would go offense. I might pay one of the defensive people And then on offense, just Ezekiel, Amari Cooper, and Dak, and be like, look here, I want to pay y'all 3, but y'all gotta shave off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just bringing on fold. Jerry gonna pay him under the table somewhere.
True.
Somebody told me the other day that remember Kellen Moore from Boise State?
Yeah.
He a coordinator or something like that.
Yeah, he's offensive coordinator now. Yeah.
I had no idea. I never knew. That's crazy. Like he wasn't even that good for the Cowboys, and you just make him a coordinator, and who knows what he's making. I love.
What's his name? Offensive coordinator now. Byron Leftwich.
Where?
Oh,
Head out for Tampa Bay. I was watching that the other night, like, huh?
Yeah, one of his.
Okay.
Screw it. Yeah, one of his kids live out here and play AAU basketball.
Yeah, because Charlie Batch was doing the commentating, like, did you ever get any hint that he was going to go in the coaches? Like, nah, we talked about he was just going to be on the golf course. Bruce Arians talked him off the course, I guess.
Connections.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I already know with Kellen Moore becoming an offensive coordinator, let me know that Jerry saw something in him that he thinking about probably that's going to be
next coach.
The next coach.
I mean, he was a cerebral player. He didn't have the physical attributes, so I can see that.
Right.
But I mean, I got to see how this year goes.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. If this offense do anything on point, then he's getting a job.
But is he gonna get a job with Dallas?
Yeah, they didn't renew Jason Garrett's contract. Yeah, this is last year.
So he's duck coach this year.
But what if another team sweeps in? I mean, that's what I was thinking. Like, what if another team sweeps in and gives the guy a farther offer?
He's not gonna pass up Jerry Jones and being the head coach of the Cowboys.
I don't know, man. Just to me, the Cowboys are kind of turning into my Knicks as far as how can you turn down the Cowboys. I think that's going to eventually start to get old.
Right. Oh, definitely. Well, as you can see, a lot of free agents don't come to the Cowboys and nothing like that, but they just do well in-house, though.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like they somewhat trying to get it right. I can't lie. Like, this is one of the first I think the people they look legit. I ain't gonna lie. They actually look kind of legit. It's not a drinking a Kool-Aid moment.
Mm-hmm. Right. The thing I'm not liking about the Cowboys right now is the front office. You have Stephen Jones saying that, we can't pay everybody. And then Jared Jones sitting up there saying that, the leading rusher didn't win the Super Bowl. And you can't play these games in the media. But then Forbes comes out and says, you're the number one, value franchise in the world.
Mm-hmm.
In the world. This you're valued at so many billions of dollars, but you can't pay nobody. And I know you have no control over that list. But
every owner is yelling broke. Every owner is yelling broke. In all the leagues, they all yell broke, from the smallest area to the largest. So,
not my Premier League, man. Jeez, they spending money over there.
Exactly. Yeah, dude, that don't. Yeah, man. We ain't about to bring no Euro money into this mix here, man. That's a whole nother world, man. That don't make no sense.
I mean, I saw a couple of cats, $72 million for a transfer fee for a trade.
I played the wrong sport growing up.
He played the wrong
sport, exactly.
Yeah, we ain't going to dig into that. But yeah, I mean, the Cowboys, like you said, I think that's also Jerry's getting up in age. He's, maybe he's still running the league like it's still in the 90s.
Well, yeah, he's Al Davis right now.
The upper room. So, I mean, I would love to see what they go to once his son takes over.
Oh, they'll be super cheap.
Because his son he's always been the cap officer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gonna be super cheap, boy. He ain't gonna spend no money on nothing.
What's your boy name for the Bulls? Crumbs. He just can't wait to get rid of Jordan and Pippen. You know what I'm saying? To pay rookie contracts.
Yep. So that's exactly how this situation gonna go. He's gonna be super, super cheap.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, he's gonna be keeping all these cats, and he'll get rid of character issues ASAP. He not his daddy. He's not gonna be understanding and stuff like that. You screw up, you gone.
It's gonna be like the Eagles.
Yep.
So who y'all got for the Super Bowl? I know it's early, but
I normally do the Final Four.
Okay.
So my Final Four, I got Kansas City on the AFC.
Go ahead and say it.
It's too soon to say. It's too soon for me to say New England. It's too soon.
That's what you want to say.
I want to say it, but it's too soon. Because I think, they've been to the last, what is it? I think the last 8 AFC championships, and one of their main reasons for that was Grunt.
Yeah.
And now that he's gone,
I don't know, but they always seem to fill somebody in.
But Gronk was the main was the reason you had that,
right,
for the last 8 years. So no Gronk. Is it Brady Belichick? So it's too soon for me to say that, to put them up there.
Well, who's your other pick though?
So
yeah.
I know my pick is, as far as the AFC, I would say San Diego and Kansas City, because I feel like San Diego has been there and within reach for so many years. Mm-hmm. But I think if they can get this Melvin Gordon thing settled, if they can bring him back in the books, I think they can have the run game and the pass game to have them available to get to that spot.
And so NFC, I'm telling people, oh yeah, Saints got something to prove. We going undefeated. Either we're gonna beat you, or the refs gonna let you beat us.
We're not gonna bring up the refs.
So I think it's redemption for both teams there.
So you said the Saints and who else?
Saints and KC. I gotta go Saints and KC.
Dang, so that's actually exactly who I was going with too. I was going Saints and KC also. That's just how I'm looking at it. It just barring no injuries, those are like just I just look at them as a tool.
Yeah.
More, their offensive wise, it's just like you're at their mercy. And actually, the Saints defense is fairly decent. Uh-oh, we lost Batman. Nope, we lost Anthony.
Yeah, hold on. Let me add him back.
But yeah, so.
I don't know. I will say, my pick was Kansas City and because the NFC is going to be tight. I want to say the Rams. I think the Rams can bring it back.
I just don't know about the Rams this year for some apparent reason. I just don't know.
I think with Gurley, if they balance it out right, I think they depended on him too much. But now I think you can your passing game. I think they had some injuries that was part of the problem. But if you can get their passing game involved and get it how it should be, and you don't have to just depend on Gurley so much, they'll be all right. And they make they got the most dominant defensive lineman in the game.
Right, but they secondary is so questionable to me though.
Yeah, it is.
But when you have a good defensive lineman, you can have that flaw. It's kind of like the Broncos had for a couple of years because their cornerbacks were good. Harris and your boy, the chain snatcher.
Yeah,
they were good. Yeah, they were good. But the fact that you had Von Miller causing so much pressure,
right,
that gave you that benefit of the doubt.
And DeMarcus Ware.
And you had DeMarcus Ware. I forgot about that. So I think it's kind of like in basketball when you got Dikembe Mutombo behind you, you're gonna put pressure on the ball because if he gets past me, I got Dikembe. We're gonna take care of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like the flip flop in football. It's like as a corner, you can press up because that all they got is a 3-step drop and somebody gonna be there.
That's a good call.
Ain't nobody running double moves with Von Miller and his full eyes.
Yeah, exactly. Not at all.
And then the other thing too, you got to think about with the Rams is are they going to keep Goff?
I think they will because
I think they will.
He got exposed in the Super Bowl.
I mean, that's one game. That's fine. And
Gurley was hurt. And Gurley was hurt also.
Yeah, he young. But my thing is, if you let him go, who are you going to replace him with?
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what people always forget about is like, what you going to replace this player or coach with? It sounds good, what I'm saying? Oh, I ain't going to pay this guy. But who you going to give it to? Case Keenum? Kirk Cousins? Who is some of these other backup quarterbacks we've seen this past week? Matt Barkley? Matt Schaub, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't bring that to LA and say that you're going to sell tickets in a new stadium.
Right.
True.
So, that's why I think Goff he's going to still be fine and everything.
And I think he played well. I think part of the Super Bowl thing was coaching. It was a matter of having a young team. And that's what happens. You're a young team, you're unprepared, or you just get, out-coached.
Right, you're playing a team that's been to the Super Bowl 8 times, and it's your first time.
Yeah, there's no shame in that.
Yeah, unfortunately, they have a cost now on that.
What?
But what you want to say?
What you said?
Now, I was just thinking, who's the most overrated team that they're talking about the most this coming season, though?
Cleveland.
I'm saying the Colts. I think the Colts.
Nah, Cleveland.
I think Cleveland too. Even though the Colts are in my division with the Titans, but I think Cleveland's going to be good, but they're trying to make them as 14 wins good. You know what I'm saying? Like that's to me or you.
They're making them good and forgot that Pittsburgh and Baltimore are still in the same division.
Right.
Yeah, and I just saw one of them new receivers Pittsburgh had around there was catching everything yesterday. I was like, oh, come on. Really? I don't need to see this again. I'm like, come on, man. How did y'all keep finding receivers?
Like I said, the Browns are going to be good. I think Landry and Beckham is going to have great years. But my thing is their defense is what's going to make them the difference. So I think if their defense play right, they can keep teams to 15 and under. But on the offensive side, you can't just be out there slinging that thing either and putting the defensive team back on the field. You got to run that ball. So whenever Hunt gets back, and make sure that you get Chubb some touches, you got to have them chill on the clock and let the defensive team rest.
Right. And I think they're going to run the ball, especially like you said, by the time Hunt's going to be cold also anyway, so they're going to definitely need to be running the ball a lot more out there in Cleveland anyway, so they're going to have to do that.
But I can also see them fall into a trap and try to play, that pretty ball and slanging it and trying to get cute and stuff too. So,
right.
I think they got to stick to their old school mentality and run the ball. Even in this day and age, run the ball and play great defense, because I think their front seven can be great if everything pans out as far as health and scheme wise.
Right.
But I think with the Colts though, I think you're in a win-win situation. You let's say Luck doesn't start the season. You still got Brissett there,
right?
Who's good manager. I think he made good strides, improving and everything when he did start a couple of years ago. And I think he's ready to take that moment and having been in that system for a couple of years now. I think you're not going to get that much of a drop off. I think you'll get a more mobile quarterback too, and someone that's not going to lose the game for you.
Mm-hmm.
I think Colts will be in good shape.
Well, the offense, but I just don't think they have anything defensively.
Oh, their defense was good last year. They had
a rookie linebacker that was
right in the secondary.
All-pro.
And the secondary was yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I do think, as far as short term, I think if Luck doesn't start the season, I think that'll be a problem for them. But I think long term for Brissett, he's good.
Yeah.
I think he has potential, but as far as long term, I think it would hurt the mentality of the team, because you're thinking Luck is going to be the guy. Luck is going to be the guy. This is what we're going to go through in the future. What are the other players going to think? Like, do the other players believe in Brissett?
Right.
That's the thing. That's the thing about a locker room. Is like, both of the players can be talented at the quarterback position, but who does the team go behind and truly believe that's going to lead them to a win?
Yeah, the Kurt Warner situation once in a lifetime.
Right.
I don't think that. Look, especially maybe the younger players, but some of the players that's been for the Colts for the past few years, all they want to stand behind is Luck, which they should. But
right. But every year now you keep getting these more younger guys, and they get to play more with Brissett. Like you say, they're gonna get more comfortable with him, and he's developing a relationship with them, and everything.
It's gonna be the Joe Montana, Steve Young.
Exactly.
Thing all over.
Yeah.
But I hope Andrew Luck's both his ankles fall off and his Achilles rupture.
Yeah, we know you're gonna wish ill will on them for your Titans.
Mm-hmm. Super Mario this year. And,
man, he got to take over, man. It's time to go and pull the plug on him.
Yeah.
I don't know. If he gets another injury, I hate to say it, but I will understand him getting cut or not re-signing, or at least lowballing him on a contract. But
another Pac-10 quarterback takes another fall.
I don't think he takes a fall. I don't think he's bad, but I think between the injuries and the lack of skill position players that we've had,
right.
I don't fault him, but I also don't praise him.
Right.
But I do like the fact that he's one of the guys. He gets down and dirty. You know, sometimes he sacrifices his body when you cringe and say, "Oh, don't do that." But I think that's what makes him one of the guys. But at the same time, you got to make those throws. I ain't saying you got to make 50-yard dimers down the field, but you got to at least make those 20-yard digs, those comeback routes and stuff like that. Those are the ones that we need to make as far as giving those receivers the opportunity to catch it and make it a play. Because that's another thing. Like, I for the past few years, I blame my receivers, but I also blame him as far as making those plays down the field and giving them a chance to make a run after the catch. So I don't think it's just us having poor receivers. I think it's also them catching bad passes or not being thrown open. So I don't know. It'll be another stressful year for me. Yelling and screaming at the TV.
Yeah, trust me.
Who's that safety y'all got?
Byard. We got Byard and Vaccaro. So we got Mr. Late hitter, and we got former Saint, and then we re-signed Byard. Byard is a good player. He can play in the slot. He can play over the top. He runs support, so he does everything right.
Because I was looking at that him and the noise between him and Prime going back and forth.
Oh, I didn't see that. What he said?
Well, yeah, go ahead, Andy.
Just how Prime not giving him the respect that he deserves and everything. He's led the league in interceptions the last 2 years, and you giving praise to all these other cats, and then Prime said, I don't think Prime knew who he was.
Yeah, he didn't recognize him at the Pro Bowl. He didn't recognize him at the Pro Bowl.
But on Twitter, he said, I call it like I see it. That's why you just a fan, and let's just move on. So.
This concludes episode 1. Please like, follow, subscribe, share, comment. Feedback is all welcome. We'll be back next episode talking about NBA, hip hop, Rick Ross' new album, and squashing the Lil Wayne and Pusha T beef. See y'all next time.